If you choking people out, that's because you want to. Again, goes back to the Candace Owens thing. It's because you're a devil. It's because you're a devil. Period. Period. That's what time it is, y'all. But defunding the police department is not a bad. You shouldn't have to spend. Look, there are small towns in America with a tank. 1,800 people in a town, and they got a tank. The hell you need a tank for? What the hell is gonna happen in that town? Who's gonna uprise and you're gonna need a tank? Tear gas, bulletproof vest. How about this? Give proper psychiatric evaluation to the people who are attempting to obtain these places of employment, police departments. Have, after 6 months on the street, sit your ass at a desk for 6 months so you can detox from some of that stress that's out there, being afraid of your life 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Sit your ass at a desk for at least 4 months a year so you can mentally be prepared to go into it. Then you won't have all these senseless murders. And then when you're doing psych evaluations, you'll realize, oh, this dude is a white supremacist. He's a white nationalist. Excuse me, I said I wasn't saying that supremacist crap no more. He's a white nationalist. You can't be in here. Gonna be the garbage man or someone what you need to be. Sweep up the circus or something, you clown. That's what, if you want to put that much money into something, there's no way in hell, if you putting $5 billion in the police department in one major city, that you should have murder by mistakes. Or he was scared for his life. If you scared, get a dog. Be a desk clerk. Make him a clerk. Are you scared? I don't know what's going on out there. I'm scared. Oh, good. We got this sweep job for you. Because you ain't scared sweeping the floor. That's what time it is. Look, man. And then, this is why, if you are going to participate in this American system, if you're going to have faith in this American system, if you're going to be part of it, it's what you need to do. You need to engage fully. You need to educate yourself to the full extent of everything that you're dealing with. The age of complaining and talking about people tripping, man, these motherfuckers, man, none of that. No more of that. We have no room for the complaints. Because as you already know, the complaints fall on deaf ears. If you, see, I used to say this, oh man, ain't nothing gonna happen, that voting and all that. But guess what? I was never truly engaged. I'm going to do it for the next 10 years. I'm going to engage for the next decade to the best of my ability. And if it don't change, then I got the right to complain. But I've never been to a precinct meeting. I don't even know who my precinct captain is. Hell, I don't know who my alderman is. And if you like me, enough of the complaints. Engage. Find out who your precinct captain is. Find out who your alderman is. Find out who your state rep is. Go to all those things. Go to all those things that are being engaging in your community. Make sure your schools are being properly funded. If your city is like Chicago, I think it's a third of the city budget. If I'm not mistaken, it's 33% of the city budget is going to policing. But you got homeless people in this cold ass in the winter city. It can be as cold as 40 below zero in Chicago. But we put more guns, bulletproof vests, RVs, and all this nonsense in the streets. But we got people out here freezing to death. But y'all, we got a lot of police though. And if a third of your budget is going to 5-0, How are these motherfuckers getting shot in Chicago? All these goddamn police. But hey, in my community, they closing down schools like 40 going north. Streets raggling a motherfucker. You drive through the city of Chicago, you feel like you're driving on the moon. But we got cops. So what we gonna do, people? We ain't doing this no more. We gonna start going to some of these meetings. I need to know who the damn the school president is. I need to know who the dog catcher is. I need to know where all this money going. See, because when we engage with these people, we can put the pressure on them and make them do what we want them to do, or we can get their ass up out of here. Or how about this? Here's a novel idea. Your black ass run for H-Rap and the rest of us when we start running for office. You got somebody who think they know it all. Man, the system ain't never gonna work. Why don't you fix it? Let's fix it. I'm gonna stand behind you. You know all this stuff. Won't you help us fix it? Enough for the smart guy, the smartest guy in the world. Always got the answers. Always got all the answers, but he ain't got none of the solutions. Enough of that. None of that no more. I ain't hearing none of that. No more. We gotta engage. If y'all want to participate, we are the people who decide, descendants of the people who decided to stay. You don't know what that means. A couple hundred years ago, at the end of that old punk ass war, your punk ass president, Abraham Lincoln, he gave you the option to leave. Some of us stayed. But we didn't think we was going to have to deal with this type of nonsense. So since we dealing with it, what we need to do is make this work. We need to make this work. And then we need to hold our quote-unquote white allies, our allies from other communities, make it work for us. You down? Well, we need to be down all the way. We need to be down like 4 flat tires. If you want to get rid of everybody, don't nobody like to be called racist. Even bigots don't like to be called racist. Okay then, damn it. Since you don't want to be called a racist, you're going to help me get this cracking then, right? Right? Okay. But because if you don't like to be called racist, help me. That's how you put somebody's feet to the fire. My man, Jungle Brother just put his people in there. All right. So, what we doing is organizing. Just like the brother Kwame Ture said at the beginning, without organization, it's nothing. All these black organizations don't help nobody. Get your ass in and turn it around. Bum rush the show. That's how you get it done, man. Complaining ain't gonna get it done. Oh, man, these folks don't care about us rap. These people be talking, blah, 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 and all that jibber jabber. But you ain't doing nothing. The system is game, and don't nobody want to help you. Okay, destroy the game then. Be the shot clock. Be above the game. But see, don't nobody want to do that. Don't nobody want to do that. Because it's easy to just sit back and complain that it ain't working for you than to do something about it and make it work for you. That's the sad part. We love to complain. We don't love to do shit about it. We don't do shit about it. We just like to, oh man, this is some bullshit, man. Okay, what you gonna do about it? You got it all figured out, smart guy. Be a smart guy. Don't be a smart guy. Do something about it. And that's what I'm proposing to us, man. Let's get engaged. Let's learn. We just can't show up at the meeting yelling out shit. I need 2 more garbage cans. No. You got to have a real agenda, a real program. You got to come up with solutions to your problems, and then we can get something resolved or solved. Or we'll know that homeboy who used to complain all the time, he was right. He was right. But we cannot identify what the problems are and don't have a solution and don't have a plan and then say, see, I ain't voting for Joe Biden. Joe Biden, he's a racist. What's your other option? Scooby-Doo ain't running in this election. So what's the other option? Now, if you get somebody, like I told y'all a month ago, Joe Biden is not the best option. He's the least dangerous option. But what we do is this. We put crazy ass Uncle Joe in there, but we also have an escape plan in 4 years. Joe Biden is not going to be a 8-year president either, because we're going to get his ass up out of there, because we're going to have somebody in the wings. We got 4 years to find somebody to replace Joe Biden. See, right now, this is what we're going to do, y'all. We're going to come up with somebody for our midterms now. See, we don't need to be worrying about, at this stage of the game, who we going to vote for president. In 2 years, the midterms are here. That's where our mind need to be worked on. See, that's why the sister Stacey Abrams didn't win, because we should have been having Stacey Abrams on our mind 2 years before she ran. So by the time she ran, it would have been a wrap already. And by the time we get these midterm people in, that's when we need to be looking for the replacement for Joe Biden. Somebody who's going to work for us. And you need to be doing that to your aldermen, your county clerks, your city advisors, the city manager. Because while you mad at this guy and that guy for the police being racist, the city manager hired your police chief. So who the hell is the dude who hired him? It ain't the mayor. Who hired? It's the city manager that hires the police chief. Then we scour the earth for somebody who got some sense, like Val Demings down there, senator in Florida. She used to be the police chief. She was an alderman. She worked her way up through, and everybody in Orlando rocking with her. Now, is she perfect? Hell no, ain't nobody perfect. But we need to have a plan instead of, okay, we're going to get Jungle Brother in office. Well, we got Jungle Lynn. And then he sit there, oh, see, he ain't doing what we want him to do. You ain't asked him to do shit. That's what we got to do. A plan. A plan. Organize, mobilize on one issue. The issue is we fucked up in the game. That's their mobilization point. That's what brings us all together. We are disenfranchised, we're discriminated against, we're poor or working class, and there's a glass ceiling above our head. That's what we can all get together on. And if you're not struggling, you got cousins, aunts, nieces, and nephews struggling. Because you ain't Bill Gates listening to this program. You're not a billionaire listening to this program. So if you listen to us, you're working class or you're struggling. Or you got somebody who's struggling. And that's cool too. So the mobilization point is in the struggle. The organizational point is find somebody on our team who's gonna be our voice. We're gonna get a committeeman, a precinct captain, an alderman, a state representative, and we're gonna get to going to these city council meetings. And when the dude who we put in play don't do what he's supposed to do, we in his ass. Hey, bro, unemployment is at an all-time high. You finna fuck it up some more, because we finna get rid of you, homie. You finna add to you finna be on that unemployment if we don't get this done. Voter suppression. We gotta do it. This is how we gonna combat voter suppression. It was election week in Georgia this week. You got people in the white communities or the